I told the team the most important thing about this game was us getting our identity back, and that was what all the work that we put in this week was about. The whole focus was about getting back to what we do, and that was the most important thing, and that really showed through today. Was it perfect? It wasn't perfect, but ultimately we got what I wanted to get out of it, and you come away with a win. I thought our defense played outstanding. Outstanding, man. You play defense like that, you can beat anybody. And offensively, man, we take the turnovers out, and we played some really good football. We were explosive. We were able to run the ball. It's, I think, one of our best rushing attacks we've had all season. Sorsdale and Yodi and Skip all battled in there at guard. I thought Decker and Sewell did an outstanding job against a premier player on the perimeter. So I just thought, man, the guys bounced back, and they played with confidence, and they were ready to go.
What's what you say about your team when you can go 1 for 5 in the red zone, turn over 3 times, and still come away with a double-digit victory?
And it says let's not do that again. Let's just not. Let's take those out of there. But yeah, I mean, we continued to, we let them back in. We kept letting them back in, and you can't keep doing that. But when your defense plays that good, you can overcome those. And that's stuff that we'll be able to correct, clean up. We talk about it all the time, and certainly you're fortunate when you turn the ball over 3 times and miss a field goal that you're able to come out with a win. But like I say, the most important thing was getting our identity back, and we did that. Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's a good spot to be in. Wins are hard to come by in this league. And anything's up for grabs in the NFC right now. And our focus right now is our own division, and so we get another win, and we help our own cause. And then now we got a chance to heal up. We're going to get some guys back after the bye that are important to us. Important pieces. But look, I was proud of the fellas, man. I was proud of the coaches too. This profession, there's you come out of a tough loss like last week, and then you got to put it behind you, and you got to go back to work. And I was just, I love the fact nobody lost confidence. Nobody was shaken. We knew we just needed to put the work back in and trust in trust in our process. And it's a hell of a job by everybody.
It was a breakout performance from Jameer Gibbs. It seems like you guys are really conscious about feeding him the ball early. I guess what did you see in that Raiders defense to really get him going, and talk about his performance?
Well, look, that defense they played pretty dang good, and they've been pretty stingy in the run game, but we felt like there was some things that we could do, and we wanted to get Gibbs going. We wanted to be able to establish the run. And you could tell he was feeling it. He was starting to every week he's just gotten a little bit better and a little bit better. And I thought last week was his best game, and this week certainly surpassed that. And I think the more he gains his own confidence in his own abilities in this league, he's just going to continue to grow. And I think this was kind of the tip of the iceberg, if you will, for what he is able to do and going to be able to do. So really proud of him. I was proud of that old line too. I mean, they just battled. So it was good to see.
Next man up so often, and your team epitomizes that. The running game, over 200 yards. You got 152 for Gibbs. You got the 75 for Chris. And as you said, next man up. Montgomery's out. You're out with rags, and yet you still survive in a league this tough to win.
Well, that's the credit to coaches. I think the coach has done a great job. And then I go back to every guy knows that they could be the next man that has the opportunity. It's real. And they get coached that way. They get coached as if, that they are going in. We rep them enough. And so, look, it goes all the way around. It's coaches and players.
And you're missing 3 or several offensive linemen shuffled around. You didn't have Montgomery. What made you think you could reestablish your run identity in this game with those guys all out?
Well, you're not going to know unless you try. So that's the combination. We just believe those guys can there's some things they're capable of doing, and you know, we know Sorsdale can run off the football. He's shown that. Yodi can play with good pad level and has some power, and so, you know, have we ever worked that combination together? No, but you got to try, and they got it going. You know, did a heck of a job. Hank did a heck of a job once again.
Sorry, why did you use that combination with Vaitai in particular?
Vaitai wasn't feeling real good. You know, he's been battling.
What's your impression of the pass rush, specifically Lee McNeil, Alex Anzalone, what they were able to do today?
Just, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, your impressions of the pass rush
Oh.
and Lee McNeil and what?
Yeah, outstanding, top to bottom. Those guys really came through. You know, that was one of the things we talked about, transition from play pass into the rush and then working the games on third down. And those guys, you know, they all go hand in hand. Alex, Jack, all of them inside with Kaminsky and Hutch, J.O., Barnes, because they all run the pick games, the twist games. But, man, we were, you know, 6 sacks and 9 quarterback hits. I mean, that was all 100% teamwork there. So that we look like a tenacious defense. Like, that's how we expect to play defense, man. We're ferocious. We play tight coverage. We challenge. Man, I thought Jerry and Cam did a hell of a job. You know, so it was an outstanding effort by our defense.
Dan, you talked about Gibbs quite a bit. Also, Florida had a big game as well. To get contributions like that from rookies on offense means what?
Yeah, I mean, they're a part of what we do. You know, they're very much a part of our offense, and they have been since the beginning of the season. So the more they're able to do, the more they allow us to do. You know, the more it sets up St. Brown, the more it sets up Josh Reynolds. I mean, the more weapons we have, that gives us more versatility, more matchups. So as long as they continue to grow, you know, that's a good thing for all of us.
You talked about shooting yourself in the foot in the past in the third quarter there, you know, the pick six followed by the fumble in the red zone.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know when a team has the poise or the moxie to kind of overcome that? How important is that in being a successful franchise?
Yeah, it's very important. Ultimately, good teams don't do that consistently. They don't have multiple turnovers, but when they do, they're able to overcome them. And I do feel like we got the right. We have guys that don't get frazzled. You know, the wheels don't fall off. I do feel like we're pretty composed. Like, even after that happened, but you know, I think it was more anger than frustration. It was like, I can't believe we just did that. But yet, you're getting the ball right back, you know, and that's how it felt. Like, all right, we're getting the ball right back, so we'll just go do it again. We'll go down there and so that's, man, when you have that mindset, you can overcome those things.
After the Ravens loss, you were, visibly upset on Monday when you talked to us and promised that wasn't going to happen. That kind of performance wasn't going to happen again. How validating is it to live up to that promise and have a performance like this?
I mean, look, it feels good to know that there again. I just go back and think about our identity didn't show through last week. That was not I didn't feel like that was us. That was not us. So ultimately, you believe enough, and all right, let's get back to what we do, and that is the sole focus. And so to me, when that's the sole focus and that's what you go in on, and you pull a little bit back away from the opponent you're playing, I just feel like you're going to be centered that way. And I just know the team too. I know the coaches, I know this team, and they respond. Does that 100% mean that you're always going to win? No, but it does mean that you have a pretty good feeling of when your team will bounce back and be ready to take the challenge. So I'm proud of everybody, proud of all the guys.
And you guys are in a pretty good spot right now, 62. Maybe after the 5-week game, you need to make a move here at the deadline. You expect to make a move in the next 24 hours or the next 18 hours.
I just finished this game, Dave. Just give me a minute, would you? I'm gonna drink of water here, maybe go back, take a shower. You know, I mean, I don't know. We've got until what, tomorrow? So, yeah, we'll figure it out. Just let me wake up a little bit, and we'll go in and check it out.
Looks like you guys are equally comfortable running Gibbs inside and outside. Has that been a process to meld those two areas, that he's not just a
Not at all. Not at all. We've never felt like he was just an outside back. Do we think, here's what the allure of some of the outside stuff is, his speed. But, I mean, well, sometimes you can use his speed to go downhill right now. It's a little bit quicker to go here than it is here and then turn back up. So, no, we don't feel like he's some finesse back. That's not his deal, and he runs on his tippy toes. And we think he can do it all, you know. We think he's a pretty good gun runner, but certainly he can run out of the dot. So, no, we feel like he's pretty versatile that way.
Setting myself up to run into a brick wall here, I realized, but two NFC contenders, Philadelphia and Seattle, made trades for Pro Bowl level talent. Do you look at your competition at all when you're weighing whether you do need to make a move?
No, I'm not. No, I don't really think of that. I just think of what do we have here now? Look, I'll talk to Brad. We've kind of gone back and forth, but I'm not, you know, they can do and have whatever they want. We'll figure our stuff out here. I just know this, and I said this, I don't know, probably a week ago. Here's what I know 100% is whether we do something or don't do something, I trust Brad 100% that it's for the betterment of this team. It's the right thing to do. So, let's see where that goes. Good. That is not the best he's felt. That was not the best he's felt, but you know, like a true warrior, he just sucked it up and he went.
Yeah, sorry, last one, just really quickly. I hadn't seen it before, the Jerry Jacobs penalty. I know you got an explanation. Is that a new rule, a new point of emphasis?
Well, yeah. That one, they put that in 2 years ago. And it was that's the crack block, not the crack. You're running a sweep. Tackles cannot cut corners anymore. Like if you're a pulling tackle or tight end or fullback, you cannot take the legs out of, and neither can corners take the legs out of an lineman, you know. Now, so it looked like he bent down and went through his hip, but, you know,